Hey guys and gals, hope you had a Merry Christmas. I started working on this and didn't have the camera out here, and then I thought, well, I'm using the Milwaukee M12 because a lot of my 20 volt stuff is at another location. I may have to go get it using the M12 Surge. I just bought these, gonna give them a whirl. The Milwaukee torch says demolition 5 times the life for thin metal, and I just bought these demolition 5 times the life, nail embedded wood. I mean, big time fang tip nail guard, rips nails, not teeth. So thought we'd give them a whirl. I've got the DeWalt blade on that right now, so we're going to shed that thing. This little piece of playground equipment here had some wood getting rotted here that you see I've tore out, and going to replace some boards. Not all of them are right now at the place of replacing. You can see I've already replaced them sometime back. I'm going to take a few out of here. I mean, we're going to replace a bunch of them, but you know, instead of just putting wood in the dumpster to throw in the landfill, I like to get the use out of it all the way. We're just going to take out a few over here just to brace this thing up, support it, maybe put some new things there. So I was going to have a few tools out here, and I thought, well, I'll just make a video, let you watch these tools working. So right here, nail. We'll just cut them off just to see how it does. That's a good looking blade in there, isn't it? This 6 amp hour battery, I've been using it to rip all this other stuff out. It's got 2 dots left. Now I know what some of you are thinking, why didn't you just go get a hammer and a pry bar and take that out? But how would I have showed you this blade working? Works pretty good. There again, there's that blade, the wood blade with nails embedded. Boy, it's a good thick blade. There's the blade I took out. You can see the difference in the thickness of them. Let's see how it works. What you get into here is this board's, you know, vibrating, and it hurts the cutting ability. And it would have worked better if I'd have put the sawzall all the way down where the guide was pushing down on the wood, but I just didn't want my blade digging in the dirt. I didn't see any need of that. Maybe out of that battery keeps coming loose. That's a second time it's done that. It's about to run out. You know, this thing's kind of like my Kubota backhoe, you know, that BX25D. I always say it'll do things the bigger backhoes will do. It's just slower. Same thing with the M12. It'll do the things the 20 volt will do, the DeWalt 20 volt, you know, but it's just slower. Now this is a treated 2x4. The M12 saw got a Diablo blade. I don't know how fresh it is, but you can see some of the writing still on it, so it's not too bad, but that don't mean it hadn't hit some nails and whatnot. It is a demolition blade. We'll just make this an M12 kind of day. Well, my guide is set up. Didn't have it all the way down. I know y'all don't never make that kind of mistake. This is a 2x4 treated. Same thing as that other one. Got to cut a little notch out for this to sit on the board. Is my tools. A lot of them I use them as a hammer also, and if they can withstand me, they're pretty tough tools. Two before number 3. We've used 1 dot off of the battery. This is a deck board. You know, it's thinner and usually not as hard as like a treated 2x4. That's what I say this is more for. 1x4s, deck boards. And the next board. Next board, I almost forgot to turn the camera on. I promise I'll do another video sometime of this M12 saw, and I'll put a fresh blade on it because I believe this blade is dull. Now we got to rip one. So that's more of a test. Some of that was my fault. User error is getting off of my line a little bit and, you know, kind of twisting the saw. Of course, that binds the blade. That's the difference between a corded and the DeWalt 60 volt. I've never used a Milwaukee M18, so I don't know, you know, the power on it, but like the DeWalt 60 volt, you know, you can correct it a little bit and it's got the power to go on. Now I've turned this, or went the different direction. A while ago when I ripped from the other end, and the biggest majority of the saw, you know, was hanging off the wood, which makes you, you know, tilt it one way or another. So I'm going to do it this way right here. We got this piece to rip, so a lot longer. I went in the house, pulled a battery off charge. It wasn't charged up all the way, but I do got 4 dots. We eat 1 dot off of it, and you know ripping is no small deal. I mean, that's hard when you go to ripping wood, so you know that's pretty good on a little M12 saw. Jeff's gonna cut off some nails here with this torch blade. Of course, those nails are kind of rusty. They're not like a brand new.
Oh.
Now, don't be ripping the wood out now. I know you work out.
I I'm just gonna straighten it up.
That's why I put them new pieces down. Kind of help.
Just
if there's one right down there, just cut them off. So you might ask me, you know, why did I do that for ripping instead of going and getting my table saw? Well, I just wanted to show you the M12 circular saw and it in action. I'm trying to make this whole video pretty much with an M12 product. Look straight. We're going to use the M12 Surge now to put these 3-inch torque screws in. See if they're going to fit. Put a couple of these in. All right, now I got a little 7/16 socket right there on. Got to put these lag bolts in. There we go. A little better. Ladder's back up. Some spindles out here on the outside. Just replace the rotted wood instead of taking, you know, there's some planks on there still got some life in them, and I hate to just take them off to take them to the landfill. So we'll wait till they're completely gone and then refloor the rest of it. Just wanted to give you a little M12 action today. Y'all have a blessed day. Have a happy new year. I'll see you on another video.